But it got to the point where I would go to school, not eat all day, get home and sleep. Because I get home from school, sleep, and then wake up at 9, hang out with my friends till 3, get 2 hours of sleep, and then go back to school.
Oh, okay.
So I was
terrible sleeping habits.
Oh,
too.
yeah, I was all over the map. And then in between that, I was like, I'd hang out with friends on a Wednesday and we'd do mushrooms. And then I'd wake up the next morning still high and go to school. I'd be like, this is not how normal people function. Because I wanted to have the social life that everybody had that I didn't, but still be going to school, making sure that I had somewhat set up a career for myself.
Yeah.
And then it like all came crumbling down because it was, I can't remember when, but it was like third block and it's soup, stocks, and sauces. And I missed like a full week because I had made the bad decision to, I think it was a Thursday night, and we had went out drinking, and then we went back to the shed because the shed was back up in commission again.
Oh my, you brought it back.
Oh yeah, I was like, we're not done with this yet. And we had we moved a drum kit in there.
How big was the shed?
Oh God, it was like I'd say like a good quarter of this room.
Okay.
A bit bigger,
so like a couple 100 square feet.
Yeah, like 3/5 of the room.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is really awkward number, but it's accurate. But
okay.
We had like a quarter pipe in there at one point.
Okay, so it's like a single car garage.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. And
I'm picturing like a shitty shed you buy from Costco that's fucking plastic.
But no.
Okay.
This was like a
full
garden
skate
shed.
park, bro.
Yeah. But it was like the tool shed, so we ripped everything out and it looked fucking awful. Like it was gross. It was literally just the studs and then the wall and then shingles from the other side and shit. Sorry, gotta wet the whistle. Fucking, it was the Thursday night we were drinking, and it was like 10:30. We're like, yo, the beer store closes. We need to go right now. And I was like, perfect. I was on my bike. My other homie was on his skateboard skitching me. And me being like, yo, you want to see something really cool? I tried to pop a wheelie off the curb.
Oh my.
This is when I knew I fucked up, is when I looked back down as I'm in the air and my front tire just kept rolling.
Oh my.
I fucking rode those handlebars into the ground and ended up splitting my chin open, and I had a concussion and all this shit, and I missed like a week of school. And then I was like, fuck school, I'm not going anymore because I want to hang out with my friends.
Oh my God.
And then I missed that whole block, and you need to maintain a 70% average. And if you miss a day, it's 10%, or if you're late, it's 5%, or if your uniform is, like off your whole like grade for that block. And if you're like, your uniform's dirty and all this shit. So like, it was really well regimented, but if you fucked up, you fucked up.
Yeah.
And like, oh man, I never actually finished culinary school because I didn't take it seriously enough. And I didn't realize like I'm drinking too much. I'm smoking too much weed. I still smoke too much weed. And like, it was just the lifestyle I had lived and was living wasn't maybe the best for not even a long future, but just like in general, like, you drink yourself under the table and then you have to be up and functioning again in like 2 hours.
But it also seems kind of normal in the time because that's what all your friends are doing.
Well, exactly. But they weren't waking up at 5 and commuting downtown. They were going to their 9 to 5 or their 8 to whatever fucking job and doing what normal humans do.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't my cup of tea.
No. So you never finished culinary school?
No, and that was like the biggest chip on my shoulder because I had come from the executive chef uncle that taught me everything, and then I was in school, thought I knew everything, so I could slack off and not show up some days and not take it seriously and do all the things my friends are doing, mushrooms, like weed all the time and all this stuff. And it just got to the point where like I like literally self-destructed in school. At like baking, and I fully dropped out of baking because I was like, fuck it. First of all, I'm not a baker. Fuck baking. It sucks. And I was just like, fuck it, man. Like, I'll just go write the final exam. Hopefully I pass.
Mm-hmm.
And then ended up not passing. I was like, sick. This is exactly what I
I
wanted.
don't know shit about cooking.
Yeah. And this is when I was working at Joey and I was like, fuck you guys. I know everything. And then that happened. I was like, this is so disappointing.
Just the ultimate letdown.
Yeah, right? Because, like, you go into it thinking I'm the smartest guy on earth, and then this shit happens. You're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Which fucked me up even more because that's what I started, like, really hit the shit hard. Because I was...
Oh, so you actually... It took your lifestyle worse.
Oh, yeah, because I was, like, on top of the world going to school for cooking and all this shit, and then I didn't amount to anything, which was like the biggest, hardest thing for me to swallow. And then I was like working at Joey for a bit, and then I moved to Kits. Sorry, I moved my job to Kits.
Oh, okay.
So then I was opening at Kits. So I was basically doing the same thing I was doing before, but I was working in mornings. So I was basically like I was back at school again. And
you went back to school?
No, sorry. Like I was living the same lifestyle and then started doing it again.
Yeah.
I like relapsed the same circle.
Did you take like time off?